Welcome to quarantine, baby. So, I'm bored, and from the pageant, I guess 2 weeks ago at this point, I have lots of flowers. I also have... Okay, so I was initially talking here about how, and I also have finicky skin, but I didn't like the way I said it, and I wanted to keep that part where I just dropped the rose petals. So, yeah. So I guess let's get on with this video, I guess, I don't know. So at this point, I've just decapitated a couple roses, like 3, and they're kind of wilty because I've been, enjoying them in their beauty recently, and so a lot of them have like dead spots, so I'm just gonna cut these little dry spots off, and I might like repurpose them for like potpourri or something, but that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just cutting off the dry parts. Okay, it smells so good in here. This is what they look like once they've been depetaled, and I've noticed that they have like seeds on them, so maybe I'll grow roses. But basically what I'm doing to take the petals off, it's like, it's so pretty. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I just like, that fell. I'm just like taking it, like the whole thing in my hand like so, and I just give it a little pull, and then they all come out, and it's very satisfying. I don't know if you heard that little noise. It's like So as I was decapitating all these roses, I had this like flashback memory to like when I was 8, because I used to read a lot of fairy tales, not just like Cinderella, like an extensive collection. And there was this one where there was this girl, she might have been a princess, she might have been like some kind of peasant chick, but she had to like sew shirts out of rose petals to get her either brother or love interest or somebody like turned back into a person from being like a goose. It was wild. I just remembered it though. Okay, so the recipe calls for like 3 cups of rose petals, and I'm just measuring it out, and I feel like that's like such like an aesthetic kind of thing. Like, look at that. That's like some edgy Instagram stuff. Good stuff. So speaking of like edgy Instagram stuff or whatever, I found one of these heart-shaped petals in each and every single one of my roses, and I thought that was just like really cute, and also it was just so cute. Just look at it. That's all. I just thought it was cute. Okay, what is this clip? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is just, there were so many, and this is the consequence of having literally 29 roses. You get a whole bowl of rose water, and it's like so concentrated. I don't know how much it is, but I have a bunch of these jars. I have literally 6 of them. Like, there's 6 jars of just straight up concentrated rose water. Like, look, there's so much. If you want rose water and you have like a jar, just hit me up. Anyway, so this is the toner I've been using. It's like a Pacifica rose water, and I was like, interesting. I just made rose water, and I also read on the thing that you can use it as toner. So that's what I did. That's, how you use toner. You put a little cotton pad, and I just put it on, and I'm going to compare it to how I feel in the morning, because I'm just about to go to bed as I am putting this on, because that's how time works, obviously. Okay. As I'm recording this voiceover right now, it is the next morning after I've done the toner, and usually when I wake up, my skin is pretty oily, and today it wasn't. So I think this does a good job as a toner. I don't know if it's better than my normal one, because I also usually do like other things, but this time I just did the toner alone, so I don't know. I think it's okay though. I think it's pretty good. I think this was a good investment of my time. Speaking of investments of my time, I went back and I found that fairy tale book that I used to read a bunch, and it's like a real thing. The story is called The Wild Swans, or at least it is in my little copy of the book. And so there's this little princess chick, and her brothers were dumb, and they trespassed in the fairy queen's kingdom, and she turned them into geese. And then they really pulled kind of like a Beauty and the Beast thing, because she turned into an old lady, and then she went to the girl, and then she was nice, and she was like, okay, you were nice, so I'll give you a second chance, and you have to sew rose shirts, but you can't speak until they're finished, or else it'll kill them. And then it was like a whole thing, but they look like that, and I just remembered it. I haven't thought about that in years, so I thought it was funky.